Tuesday, everybody. Sorry I wasn't on yesterday. I wasn't able to get any time to jump on, so I'm here today. So I hope everybody's having a good day. You've been having a good start of the week. Happy Tuesday, Kathy and Petra. Hello. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Kelly. Or hello, wherever you're at. Might be good afternoon or good night. Good morning, Deanna. Hello, Akana. Novembi. I think that was right. Hello, Deb Weatherspan. Good to see you. All right, so let's get some Sage going and let's get to some readings. So the link tree is scrolling at the bottom of my screen, or also in the title on Facebook, and then YouTube, it's in the description, I believe. So that has all the pay links in there. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. So we're just going to clear the air, get some good energy grooving in here. Yeah, I did see that. Yes, Winder. Thank you for the $5 donation. So you will be first. But yes, if you leave a tip, you'll get a 3-card reading. And you will be priority. So, and if you like what you see, if you've never been here before and you like what you see and I resonate, or what I do resonates, please go to my website and you can schedule a reading. Website's right down here at the bottom, psychicshaman333.com. There we go. All right. Yeah, Deb, let me see here. Can you see it down on the bottom of the screen? Go to the title where I put the title in, and it'll have my link tree on there. If you can't find it from there, I will just look in comments. There's more. See, Kathy just left it right there. Yep. Can you pin that to the post, babe, please? Or can you, Kathy? Will you pin that to the comments, please? Hello, Chantel. Okay, look up in the comments just a little bit, like 3 comments above that one where you said no, I can't. It's right there. You see it? Whatever you want to leave, Valerie. Whatever you feel, whatever you value it. It doesn't matter. If you can't leave that much, you can't leave that much. That's okay. It's all appreciated. Very, very grateful. All right. Let's see here. Yes, Winder, do you have a question before I get started? Hello, Elaine. It's been a while. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? You're still kicking, I see. Told you. Much longer life ahead of you than you think. Or maybe you realize it now. Wouldn't let you pin it? Oh, you know what? Because you have to go into like my site. So you have to go in from my page because you're an administrator. I don't know if you can do it if you're a moderator. It might have to be Norma that does it. You pinned it? Okay, so it's in the pinned comment. All right, where's Yaswinder? I know I saw you earlier. Yes, it is.
Why is there an echo?
What's that?
Why is there an echo?
Is there an echo? I don't know. Is there an echo? Wait, is there an echo now? You hear an echo? There might be an echo because I'm in the same room as you.
I have my headphones on. Yeah.
Asking for bookings? No, you just got to go to one of the Cash App and Venmo should be in there. That's just from my website. Look in the pin post. You hear an echo too? Hold on, let me turn my mic off real quick. Might be picking up on both of them. There we go. Does that work? Is it working better now?
No, I don't hear you.
Sarah says she doesn't hear an echo. I think it's you, babe. It's because you're hearing me and then hearing me again. Finally figured it out. Okay, so Yaswinder, let's see, you just posted your question in chat. Let's see here. See if I can get to it. You might have to post it again. Let me see. Oh, what are John Singh? His intentions towards you this month. You're seeing him this week. They're both Capricorn. His sun is both friends. Okay, so you're wanting to know what his intentions are. That was a lot of information in that, or a lot of words in that one question. It was one question, though, pretty much. Well, I guess it was. All right, let's see. All right, so your first card is the Medicine Shield. So protection, being protective. A lot of, as far as your question goes, I feel like a lot of it has to do with you just kind of protecting a little bit of your heart, not giving it all up, not giving everything up yet, right? Or I feel like you kind of want to make this or see if this person is worthy. And I know you guys are friends, but I feel like you want to make sure that you're, and this is kind of in the past position too, so you want to make sure that you're taking the right step in the right direction with this person, with Johan, excuse me. And let me see here. Okay, then the Bell's deflections, more kind of warning, or just be careful. Like, I feel like you want to make sure that you're not giving up too much of your energy and not enough's coming back. So match his energy. Okay. His intentions, as far as his intentions, I feel like there isn't a strong sexual attraction there. And that's where you want to be careful right now. I feel like if you can, which you can, if you're going to, is a different story. You want to keep everything sacred right now. So keep that connection without a sexual relationship right now, because I feel like it will confuse things. And then ancestors. So listening. You're like listening to everything. I feel like as I see the cards and as I'm picking up, you are already reading these things. Just don't talk yourself out of your good, your better judgment. I think that's where we're at. Like you want to keep it. I feel like with Johan, I feel like you want to make sure that you, like I said, match their energy. If they're sharing energy with you, share it back, but don't share too much. Don't overly share yourself. Keep yourself sacred, especially when it comes to any sexual encounter. I feel like, with this kind of connection, I just feel like if you were to kind of do that too soon or get involved in that too soon, it can complicate things. People might get scared, might cause a lot of problems. So right now, just keep it friendly, if you can. If you will, you can, but like I said. All right, so we got, let's see here, who is next? I know like the phone was going off here for a minute. So, what's that, honey?
I figured out what you were doing.
Did you? Why?
Because I had you playing on your page.
Oh, you were on two. Yeah, funny. Okay, so first, Kelly Miles. Thank you, Kelly, for the $12.57. Thank you. Valerie Lowe with $12. Thank you, Valerie. And I think that's it. Okay, so Valerie and Kelly, and then Valerie. Kelly, do you have a question? Chantel, sometimes daily, it just depends. Most of the time it's like every other day. But thank you for being here. I love seeing you guys, all of you here. You're welcome. Isn't it? I feel like you're getting certain messages within yourself. That's what that ancestors card was about. A lot of losses in life. Yeah, well, yeah, I do tell people. Like yesterday, I wanted to get on, but I've kind of I can't set my schedule in stone because there are a lot of other things going on. I'm helping others with other things, and helping with my grandkids. So, and just whatever else is going on, or giving a reading. So it's hard to really schedule it. But I mean, I could, but I would probably jam some other people up if I did that. If I kept to a strict schedule. So I just kind of go when I can. It's usually around this time. Yeah, I'll set a timer. Well, if you just hit the notification button, it should give you a notification when I go live. Make sure you're following all of my posts from my page, or you'll get sometimes get the notification like the next day. Yeah, about 3 times a week, Kathy. Yep. Sometimes more, usually about 3 times a week. All right, Kelly. So you got the insects card, support. So when you say losses, I know that there's losses, but a lot of this, what I got is the losses are your gain. That was the message that came through. So losses that you've taken, you've gained, or you will gain from them. Understand the way that things work, the way that cause and effect happens, right? One thing comes out and it takes a minute, like that cause or whatever. You do something or an action happens. Sometimes it takes a while for the reaction to happen. I feel like though you're in this place of feeling a lot of loss, understand you haven't really lost anything or anyone. They're not lost. This is all the way we perceive things and how we feel about things. And of course, if we lose a loved one, yes, that's sad. It sucks that we can't see them face to face, but we can still communicate with them. We can still connect with them. We can connect with them on a more natural level from that plane of existence that they are on now. And as far as any kind of loss financially, I think a lot of it has, it's really, or just with your forward movement in life, maybe kind of feel like you're a stop or moving backwards. It feels like you're kind of repeating or having to go back and do some things that you skipped before. So you haven't lost. I feel like you're amplifying, or the energy is going to be very amplified. You got the crystals card next, amplification. That's about amplifying your energy. As you amplify that energy and you raise that vibration, basically I'm not losing, right? I've experienced loss in the past, but you've also experienced gain. Thinking in a different way, or projecting those thoughts as far as I am winning, I am gaining, I am full of abundance, I am grateful, being grateful. That will raise your vibration, and you will start to gain more. Just make sure it's not the superficial stuff that means something, something that nobody can take away, right? Not as much the material stuff as it is, the sentimental stuff and the things that are thought is given, gifts where thought is given, or a lot of thought is given to it, and choosing that gift for you. So I think right now it's really Berkeley Bay. Spammer. You guys got them? So anyway, I'm amplifying that energy, and I feel like sometimes we need to take a step back, or we need to take a time in solitude and not really, really kind of cleanse ourselves of any of the like negative energy coming from other people, because all of us do it. We do it just out of habit, or out of, we're just so used to being kind of pessimistic or negative about things, because there's plenty to look at and be pessimistic about, but there's also plenty to be grateful about. And I think that there's going to be some time alone here in the future where you're going to kind of reflect and I feel like shed a lot of that burden that you've been carrying around. So as you do that, your spirit lifts. As your spirit lifts, or your vibration lifts within you, you bring in more abundance. That means you bring in more love, you bring in more companionship, friendship, more connections with others, also abundance in material matters. But understand, as we get that abundance, we give some up, right? And thank you very much. I hope that resonated with you, Kelly. Thank you for that tip. Which clinic to take on rent? East facing one or west facing one? I didn't get that question, Myra. You're welcome, Kelly. All right, so Valerie, you are next. Where are you at, Valerie? Hello, Sharon. There she is. Did you have a question, Valerie, or are we just doing a general outlook? Anything about your son, Isaac Klein? Okay. Let's focus on Isaac here. What do I do? Well, stick around and watch, and you'll see. Basico? Welcome. Hello, Priscilla. Okay, first I get a lot of energy flowing through him. I don't know if he's utilizing it properly. I feel like he's ignoring a lot of his creative energy or not utilizing it in a proper way. So maybe, I don't know if he's acting out, or if there's some I feel like there's a lot of anxiety not flowing with this creative side of himself, kind of getting too much in his own head. But he does have a lot of creativity flowing. That's what that air card is he's really kind of created this vortex. Now, where do you want it to be a positive vortex, a positive and creative vortex, or a chaotic one? And I feel like because he's kind of ignoring a lot of that aspect of himself and utilizing some type of medium, whether it be writing, art, any painting, anything that he can do to kind of get rid of a lot of that chaotic energy, I feel like would benefit him greatly. So would completely change his energy and get rid of a lot of it. So how old is your son, Valerie? What up, William? How you doing, brother? 19. So a lot of this is going to be him going back to the past, like he's going through this where he is going to start expressing himself. I think right now he is starting to learn to do that. I feel like maybe there was some confusion, chaos as far as what direction he wants to go. But I do feel like in a way he kind of has to take a couple steps back or think back to what he's really good at and what he really wants to do. That's what the lower world is. It's always going back and, finding something you kind of left behind in the lower world or in the past. And I feel like there's some things that he can actually utilize if he focuses on some of these past experiences. I think that also helps him with his inspiration, with, the visions he's getting whenever he's creating. So tell him to stick, really get into that creative side, really express himself and not be afraid of it. I feel like that gives him, there's more to the story here, but I feel like he is going to go through this place where it's kind of a little darker. What we all do this, and it's really leading him toward, an awakening of his own. He's very creative. Has he not, was there a time when he kind of pulled away from it there for a while? He will not talk to you. Like I said, I feel like there's more to the story, but if you want to schedule something, I'm available this afternoon if you'd like to schedule something, Valerie. We could talk about it. All right, Julie left him. Yes, she did. Let's see here. Julie Kowalewski with a $10 donation. Thank you, Julie. I feel like he will, Valerie. I feel like he'll come through, but I think he does have to go through this kind of darkness of his own where he kind of realizes, that and starts taking accountability. It's the age. He'll grow out of that. You will talk to him. Whatever I'm drawn to. Okay. Sounds good, Julian. Thank you. That creativity card wants to keep popping up. Okay, so tree people right now, this is about connecting, right? Connecting with trees, connecting with nature, birds. Really, it's more about paying attention. Like I feel like they are giving you, it's not as much of a message, or it's more about energy or recharging your soul, giving you more of that grounded feeling. Because you can maybe tend to be anxious because you are a seer yourself. So you can we get in that like anxious state because we start thinking about too much, looking into too much, or getting future messages sometimes, or future visions that we don't want to see yet, or we're not prepared for, or we're afraid of because we don't understand them. A lot of this is just kind of grounding yourself. You're flying too much. You need to come down and land for a little while. So the trees are a good way to do that. And see all these little circles right here? That's all that energy popping out, right? That's all that energy it's creating, and those trees are giving off, as well as giving you life, giving you oxygen, right? Okay, and then insects support. I don't know why this feels very, like you feel very psychic. Are you a psychic yourself, or a reader? So this is support, like new support coming in. I feel like it's more, that's why I was asking, because I feel like it's more new spirit guides coming in to teach you something new, or bring you to some new experience that you understand better. So I feel like that's the support is quiet right now, but they are there. So your guides, or those who are going to help you through the next 10 years of your life, feel like you've got kind of some specialists coming in, because they're preparing you for something pretty big. It seems like something, a pretty big jump forward. Has to do with creativity as well. You got the air card. So a lot of this is creativity and utilizing your mind, knowing that the mind is all. It is everything. It creates everything. And I feel like as you really get in touch more with that, I think you've gone to certain levels, but there's some places you haven't wanted to visit and that you should. I feel like you'd gain a much better perspective and understanding. So if your mind is wandering, if you feel like you're daydreaming or you're getting visions and you are a psychic and know how to really connect to that or know that you're always connected to it, I feel like a lot of that, these messages will come in. I feel like you will gain some new insight from some helpers from the other dimension, some new ones. I don't feel like they're new in your life, but I do feel like they're just coming into your life to help you. That was a really cool reading. You like that? Not that all of them aren't, but thank you, Julie. You're very welcome. Hope that resonated. And if you aren't a psychic, you have a very strong intuition. All right, let's see who's next. Love Heart on YouTube. Do I see a romantic relationship developing between you and Anil? Well, let's see. What's your first name, Love Heart? Awesome. I figured I was showing up in the cards and just the messages that were connecting. The energy was connecting like I usually get certain hits when that's coming up, when there's a psychic. I'm sure there's a few of them in here, but when that's really where you need to pay attention there, or I need to pay attention more. Angie, nice to meet you, Angie. You got the Lodge. This is about counsel. This is about listening, taking advice, but also doing it your own way, but taking good advice. I feel like you don't want to let yourself be kind of like stopped or pushed back because you feel like, because somebody else has told you that you're not doing it right. However, if something does turn out to be, it's a better way to do it from some of the advice you've got, and it's proven that it is a better way to do it, do it. But really what it comes down to is take in that advice, but follow your own heart, follow your own bliss, right? And whichever way you do that, you'll learn as you go, you'll get better. This seems to be a lot about just kind of life path, really. But I feel like with this person, I feel like it's not ready yet. I think that there's still some healing to do on his part. And probably usually when there's healing to do on one, the other one's got to heal as well when it comes to a romantic connection. But not that it's not going there. I just feel like it's time to kind of just take a step back and allow time for him to come around. I feel like he will. And I do feel like something will develop. It's just patience. Be very patient with it. Deanna Renfro. Getting some guidance. Okay, I can pull you a card, Deanna. Let's do that right now. I'm not missing you, Sharon. I'm just trying to get the people that have left the tip or donation. They get priority, so for the 3-card readings, and whatever free ones I can fit in, I do. So I'm not missing you. I see you. And thank you for being here. Nice to meet you too, Love Heart. Or Angie. All right, Deanne. So it's really time to put that. There's a lot of creative energy going on. That's that Leo energy, right? That push forward. A lot of passion in the air. As I see it, I feel like getting back to your passion, what you're passionate about, doing what you love. I feel like you've been kind of helping everybody else feel loved or feel better, and not enough time taking time for yourself. So it's time to treat yourself. Jump into your passion and go for it. You know, you feel like this being passionate and really reigniting that fire within you. And when life especially when life gets a little boring or feels a little drab, I think that's what you need right now. I think just finding your passion, whatever that is, and going for it. Not just thinking about it, but actually taking action to do it. Thank you, Deanna. Okay, Sharon Cox, I will get you next. Good. See, follow your own intuition, Deanna. Yeah, it's time to get back to what makes you happy and what feeds that your fire. If not, then you end up being snappy or sad, or a lot of it comes out through the subconscious. If you're not careful of that, it will come out in a negative way. All right, Sharon Cox and then Petra Marie. So Sharon, sacred site, purpose. This is all about maybe visiting a sacred site to get that vibration, right? Like we were talking about visiting nature, which you can do. I feel like it's more about finding that power point. So even creating one within your home by putting different crystals around your home or whatever you feel like energizes and create, maybe look into some feng shui, the way things flow, creating more of a sacred site for yourself, especially from within, and starting to treat it more sacredly. Knowing that it has a lot more, you are a lot more than you realize. You are a lot more than just a human, though you're a human right now. There's a lot more inside of you or to you than you realize. So I feel like maybe taking some time to just meditate, and you don't have to just be. I feel like it's more about go into a meditative state and search, like ask questions. What do you want? What questions do you want answered? And listen to yourself. But start to treat yourself and the house around you more sacred. Hope that makes sense. It wasn't an insult. It's more about just focusing a little bit more on yourself and, coming from within, and sometimes visiting like a place like Stonehenge or wherever you're close to. There's a lot of Native American ruins here that have a lot of energy and a lot of power, ancient energy. I feel like visiting a place like that will help kind of magnify that. Hello, Maggie. I know Maggie does readings. I've seen her lives. All right, Petra next. Petra, you got endurance. Four-legged. That's always, when that comes in, that's always talking about an animal spirit that's trying to get in touch with you, or that you are in communication with, that is helping you. So it's more out of more protection, or trying to making you feel loved, or helping you feel loved. I feel like this could be an animal that you are with right now, or one that has passed, or both. I feel like as I got it, I saw it more as a spirit animal, but your spirit animals can incarnate here. And they are, right, they're different from what on that higher level there, or that higher plane. They are different animals. So what I may have a Chihuahua, but it could be a dragon in the higher realms, right? I mean, that's kind of an extreme one, but really that's how it works. So connecting with that animal, connecting with that spirit animal. If you do have an animal, I feel like you do have a stronger connection than just in this lifetime. If you don't, it could be, I feel like it's more an animal that's passed, or an animal that you did live or care for, and then they passed, but they're still around and they're coming back. But it's really, that's about like enduring like the hard times. So for feeling sad, that card represents knowing you have some support, that animal spirit, taking on that animal spirit when you're feeling it. Like there'll be times when I just see nothing but birds, or the same type of bird, or dragonflies. Like my friend of mine was just talking about how she's always seeing dragonflies, and those messages do ring true. What is that dragonfly energy? What does it represent? Focus a little bit more. I feel like you're getting messages from your animal guide. What? Yeah, I got them. I'm getting them right now. All right, so let's see. Maggie Atkinson. Love a card. All right, Maggie. What does Maggie need to know? What does Maggie need to know right now at this time? Yeah, you got the altar. So it's time to add to that altar. It's time to really come up with some new manifestations. For you, and really specifically for you, the message is this card represents really, you know, an infinite life and kind of coming back to things or coming back into a certain power that you maybe have forgotten about, right? That was always within you. Learning new tricks of the trade, not really tricks, but you know what I mean, like learning more, a deeper mastery, or utilizing new techniques. The altar is about really honoring your work, honoring what you're doing, honoring life, honoring the people around you that's shown you love. But it really comes down to really, I feel like, taking a step forward into the unknown. This has a lot to do with your abilities. So utilizing new techniques or new visions, new vision boards, maybe create a vision board, something different than you ever would have created before. But really, I feel like growing those abilities even stronger, and doing that by changing things up, like doing them a little, you know, a little or a lot differently than you had before. Even just changing the tarot cards you're using. And you don't have to always use the, you know what I mean? You change it up all the time. Keep it fresh for you. I feel like if you keep things fresh and just kind of new and exciting for you, that's what keeps your energy up. And it does take a lot of energy to read for people. I hear you. I know how you feel on that one. Marianne Whitebird going to Sundance right away. Nice. All right. Marianne. Let's see here. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Petra. Both your parents passed away, so you have that animal spirit there helping you. And your parents, you know your parents are around. It is very draining, especially to go live and do it like this, especially when you get a lot of people on. But you can keep your energy pretty well if you just keep yourself leveled during these sessions. Cleanse, sage. Make sure you're very rich. You know, you got the altar, so making sure you have that altar feeds you energy, and you feed it energy, right? It's a transfer of energy. So paying a little bit more attention to your altar if you don't have like a sacred space. Manifesting things, and as you manifest and you add them to that altar, you're going to be guided in the right direction to get, you know, how to obtain or manifest the things you want. All right, this one's for Marianne. All right, you're going to Sundance. Bring your crystals. Amplify that energy. All right, you got the crystals amplification card. That's about amplifying that energy. So I don't know if you're talking about going to a Sundance or going to Sundance. I mean, like Sundance, what is that? Sundance, Idaho? But really, this is about amplifying. So taking your crystals with you wherever you go, carrying them around. Feel like this is going to help you with your energy and with what you need. So if you don't have any crystals, do whatever you can to kind of keep that energy up. You'll need it. Sundance ceremony. Okay, good. Awesome. You should film it or go live and show it. I want to see it. So you're amplifying that energy. That's Okay, that's why I figured it was the sun dance, but I figured it was an actual dance, not a place. She says, I wish. What's that, honey? No cameras. All right. What's that, honey?
First year.
First year? Oh, your first year, yeah. Very cool. Of course, Sharon, money's always coming and going and coming and going. Get yourself in that mindset that it's always flowing through you. You'll bring more money in. Everything is of the mind. All right, y'all. Well, it looks like it's quieted down, so I think everybody's. I think we've actually got everybody that was asking. So much love to all of you. If you'd like to leave a donation and give a 3-card reading, just send one now or send one after this if you're watching it on replay. If you would like a full reading, go to psychicshaman333.com. That's my website. You can schedule something there. And until next time, y'all, much love to all of you. I'll see you soon. Have a great day.